a.m. Absolute Radio for the funnest way to start your day. The Carnival Breakfast Show. Dig in.
Top of the morning to you all. Welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. This is the newspaper review. I am Jesse Oyo. Good morning and welcome once again. This morning on newspaper review, I came with different newspapers and each of them with interesting stories. I have the Punch with me, I have the Post newspaper, I have the Vanguard, and I have the Nation newspaper, and each of them with interesting stories. Starting with the Punch. Kwara massacre. Federal government faces it as 100 feared dead. Lagos Assembly audit local government LCDAs to strengthen accountability. Moving to the Vanguard newspaper, how terrorists killed 75 in Kwara communities, says victim's family. Moving to Bogu, Daily Trust newspaper, Bogu Emirate under siege as terrorists overrun Niger communities, forest. Now to the news. The details. Where Kwara massacre and the federal government faces it as 100 feared dead. Over 100 people were feared dead on Tuesday night, following a deadly attack on Wuru and Noko communities in the Kalama local government area of Oyo State. The Islamic militant, while several people were also killed after bandits pounced on a bandit community in Makiboyo ward to run Kwanda local government of Benue State. Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, however, confirmed the death of 75 persons. The governor disclosed the figure on Wednesday night while addressing residents at the palace of the Emir of Kalama, explaining that the victims were local Muslims massacred for refusing to surrender to extremist preaching, a strange doctrine. He added that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had approved the immediate deployment of an army battalion to the area to prosecute counter-offensives codenamed Operation Savannah Shade. Bakurawa, an armed group linked to the Islamic State Sahel province, is believed to have carried out the attack. The latest development has further put the federal government security campaign under public scrutiny. Why? Fresh details emerged on Wednesday on Tuesday's attack on Wuru and Nuku communities in Kalama local government area of Oyo State by suspected terrorists. A younger brother of the traditional ruler of Wuru, Mr. Ali Huma, told the newsmen that the attackers invaded the community shortly after 5 p.m. He said the attackers arrived on motorcycles and surrounded by community before opening fire from different locations. Umar explained that residents who attempted to flee were shot, while those who surrendered were gathered at the palace of the village held, where they were tied up and shot. He further revealed that the wife of the traditional ruler of the community, Ahua Huma, his mother, and the 3 of his children were among those abducted during the attack. Umar said the community was thrown into panic, with many residents fleeing their homes and leaving their town almost deserted. He noted that there had been prior intelligence reports of a possible attack, which were reportedly communicated to the local government authorities and shared with higher levels of government. Umar added that some soldiers had alien patrolled the area on the day of the attack, saying these had initially deterred the terrorists. This news was sourced from the Post newspaper. How terrorists killed 75 in Kwara communities. Victims' family narrated. In the meantime, the Lagos State House of Assembly has initiated an audit of the account of 20 local government areas (LGAs) and 37 local council development areas (LCDAs) as part of its effort to strengthen accountability at the grassroots level. Declaring it open on Wednesday, the chairman of the House Committee on Public Account, Luku Nureni Akinsanya, made this announcement at the Lachief Jakandi O Assembly Complex in Ikeja. Also, Akinsanya said the audit was to promote transparency, accountability, and prudent management of public funds across the local councils. He explained that the exercise was conducted pursuant to Section 52 of the Local Government Administration Law 2024 and Rule 116 of the Standing Orders of the Lagos State House of Assembly. According to him, the audit would help identify lapses where they exist and guide council officials on the proper procedures for administering public resources. This news was sought from the Punch, a newspaper. Lagos Assembly audits local government LCDAs to strengthen accountability. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Communities across Bogu and Gwara local government areas of Niger State are facing a deepening security crisis. This may report that coordinated attacks, killings, abductions, and arson continue to spread across the northern corridor of the state. What was once dismissed as banditry is increasingly recognized as organized terrorism, with armed groups operating from forest corridors and the Kainji National Park, which borders Kwara State and the Republic of Benin. From Papari in Gwara local government to Wawa and Babana in Bogu Emirate, attackers strike farms, schools, market, churches, and security formations before retreating into forest hideout. Residents live in constant fear, unable to sleep with two eyes closed. On 21st of November 2025, suspected terrorists stormed St. Mary's Catholic School in Papiri, Agwara local government, abducting students and staff in Hell House. The attack drew national and international attention, highlighting the growing reach of terror groups. Former Commissioner for Information, Culture and Tourism, Jonathan Yaza, warned that what is happening in Papiri and Bogu requires a military base, not just police patrols. This news was sourced from Daily Post newspaper. Bogu Emirate under siege as terrorists overrun Niger communities. Forest. To bring newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Kwara massacre. Federal government faces it as 100 feared dead. Lagos Assembly audit local government LCDA to strengthen accountability. How terrorists killed 75 in Kwara communities, says victim's family. Bogu Emirate under siege as terrorists overrun Niger communities. Forest. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Joseph Oyukola. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.